So when I started my business, I thought that everything was going to be amazing. I thought my branding elements were amazing. I thought that I had a marketing campaign down pat. I thought that my products were great. I knew my target audience and I was just going to be selling products like, turns out I was selling them like this. It was very, very difficult in the beginning, but you guys, I have grown so much as a brand owner since starting my brand Mayhem Swim in June of 2018. We are just over 3 years old, and now we are a full lifestyle brand, and my concepts, my core concepts make much more sense today because I have evolved as a business owner. If this is something that you are interested in talking about when it comes to branding and business and how you should make those things work together, please keep watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Please share this video out with a friend. It helps me grow here, and please keep on watching. Oh, hey guys, I'm Morgan and welcome to my channel. So when I think back to June of 2018 and starting Mayhem Swim, I was a very vibrant brand. I was very bright and bubbly and energetic. And honestly, that has never been who I am as a person. So I don't know how I made that make sense in my mind that that's what was happening. I think I was doing so much research about the industry, and that's kind of what was trending at the time. And this is why I tell people all the time, I am not a trendy brand. It's okay to add trend elements within your brand so that it makes sense for the current time, but I am not a trendy brand where I need to go all in on a certain trend. And at that time in June of 2018, my market research was telling me bright, bubbly, energetic, and that's what was gonna sell. Turns out that didn't work for me because I was representing something that didn't make sense to who I truly am, especially being that I was my brand's model. I was the face of my brand. I'm still the face of my brand. So naturally, it's not going to come across as bright, bubbly, and energetic because that's just not my personality type. So when you're thinking about your business, it's very important that you do not skip over the branding elements because your branding is your personality of your brand. The business is the marketing side of your brand. And in order to actually have a full-fledged running business, all those things need to make sense and all of those things need to be running side by side. You cannot be doing business very, very, very well and your branding sucks because you're going to be doing so much business marketing and pushing your product that nobody on the personality side, meaning the emotional side of your business, nobody's going to be able to even relate to you because all they're going to be seeing is they're trying to sell, they're trying to sell, they're trying to sell. It doesn't make sense. It's not reflective of who you are as a brand owner. So here's what happens when you evolve as a business owner, because I don't want people to think that because they are a business or they have all these branding elements that they can't grow. And one thing I need to tell you guys off top is that your brand story, guys, when you're starting your brand story is not really going to change. It's going to grow. You're going to grow your brand story. It's going to constantly be growing because you should not be looking the same way that you looked 4 or 5 years ago if you are growing and actually paying attention to your product or service. Meaning that in 2018, when I started Mayhem Swim, again, I was selling bright pinks, bright blues, neon greens, and I'm not saying that I won't sell those colors, but the style of what I'm putting out is definitely changing, okay? Because my brand today is known for being minimal, sporty, and vibrant. So I still have the vibrant aspects of my color story, but it's translated different in the styles that I present to my customer, to my potential customers at that. So I have grown as a business owner when it comes to Mayhem Swim, but in the beginning stages, I was very confusing. I can say that myself. You can probably see a lot of different elements from when I first started as a baby in this industry to where I am now. And again, if you've been following my channel for quite some time, you know immediately that I tell you guys all the time that there's like this much information, guys, when it comes to the swimwear industry. This much information, considering that there are so many brands that actually do swimwear, but there's no information on actually how to run a swimwear business or how to start a swimwear business. This is why this channel is here today. It's because I want you guys to understand that I wasn't alone. Clearly, there's clearly lots of you. There's almost 8,000 of you guys who are interested in the swimwear business or starting some sort of a swimwear brand. And so to have information out there is really good. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that you guys are still rocking with me. Thank you. But when I started, there's absolutely no information. There's still not any information, honestly. We have channels here on YouTube that teach you about sewing, that teach you about how to make swimsuits or how to DIY swimsuits, but there's no information for actual swimwear brand owners, and that is a problem. So when I make these videos, I try to make them in a way that is interesting for you guys, but I try to make them in a way where you can actually still learn something without having to give away every single marketing thing that I'm doing for my brand. So when it comes to business and it comes to your branding, I want you to understand that your target audience, guys, will change over time, okay? It will change. The people that started with me in 2018, they're still with me because my brand story grew. It didn't make a complete shift into something different. I've always had a sporty feel to my brand, but now it's very much so tailored. You can see from the images of what I put out now, especially on Instagram, I've been getting so much great feedback these last couple of weeks because people have noticed that our images have changed. They're a lot more clean, they're more crisp. You can actually see the product. It's vibrant, it's telling a story, it's showcasing all these things. And right now we are going into this quarter of the year, and we're going into a season of being more, I want to say more approachable. And this is how my brand is now a lifestyle brand. In the beginning, we weren't lifestyle. We were just a swimwear brand. Now it's more lifestyle. I feel that the people that are coming in contact with Mayhem Swim are more into the aesthetics, but they're more into how we tell our story. They're more into what translates. And I can see that with how people purchase from me. I can see the buyer's journey for my brand has always been very tricky. It's been very hard to learn my customers at times, especially in summer seasons when swimwear is super, super big and super impactful and everybody's shopping for some sort of swimwear, resort wear, beach wear, water wear in general. I can see now that my customers are truly a type of person. Before I couldn't see exactly what type of person I was selling to. Now I can see that most of the girls that purchase from me are career women that vacation, that are young entrepreneurs that travel, that do a lot of solo traveling. And as you can see, because I know these things now, this is how you turn into a lifestyle brand. You have to understand the lives of the people that are buying into you in order to be a lifestyle brand. And until you do that, you're just a brand with concepts. And so this season of Mayhem Swim, our branding elements has shifted, and we are about to roll out one of the biggest campaigns that we have had since starting my brand in June of 2018. It's taken a while to get to this point because I'm someone who doesn't like to push things out just because it's trendy. I'm someone who doesn't like to constantly have to like produce a new style or constantly have to produce new bikini sets or resort wear because other brands are doing so at such a rapid rate. I've learned very, very quickly this year and last year especially that sustainability is at the forefront of my brand today. We're experiencing or experimenting with sustainable fabrics, but in my mind, sustainability, guys, means longevity. And if you've been following our Instagram for the last couple of months, you will know that we have been pushing this, we have been talking about it, and for Mayhem Swim, sustainability at this moment means longevity. And the longevity of Mayhem Swim is the fact that we source all of our things from small companies. We work very, very like diligently with making sure that your products are sent out very fast, but we are switching to eco-friendly packaging very soon after we run out of all of our actual packaging because we don't want to be wasteful. We keep our scraps because we make other things with our scraps like matching face masks and hair scrunchies and different types of hair ties, beach bags. We keep all of our extra stuff. So sustainability for us right now makes sense for us to not be wasteful, but also because our products are so high quality that our stuff lasts a very long time. It's not going to tear up in the washer if you decide to put it in the washer. It's not going to start losing threads and stuff like that. I focus on the quality of my products, and because of that, I think that my audience is starting to understand this a bit more, but I think that my audience is growing now because they understand the personality of my brand. And that is the point of today's video. If your audience cannot understand the personality of your brand, that means your branding elements need to be fixed. Your branding needs to be tweaked, because selling to someone means that they have some sort of connection to you. And in order to have a connection to you, your branding needs to be on point. So if you are someone who is a bright and quirky type brand, then sell that image, become that image. If you're someone who is very minimal and very like Pinterest aesthetic, then sell that image. You cannot flip-flop with your audience so quickly that they are thrown off. And Mayhem Swim, understanding Mayhem Swim and how we went from brand to business, it makes so much more sense now, because in the beginning, when I launched 3 years ago, I was doing business and branding instead of branding and turning it into a business. So now I'm very happy to say that I am a business, and we are still in profit, and we are doing so many cool things. And the rollout of the next couple of campaigns is going to be super important for us, because we are starting to emerge as a lifestyle brand, but we are starting to make much more sense as a lifestyle brand. And we are going to be pushing out those type of images where it just makes sense. It's going to be super cool. So please, 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 if you are, a fan of swimwear, if you're into swimwear, if you're watching this video because you like swimwear brands and you want to see how sustainable swimwear brands emerge, please follow us on Instagram. I'll have everything linked below. And do what you do, okay? Like this video, please comment about, your favorite parts about branding, your favorite parts about your business. Comment any questions that you have, any concerns that came up, any questions that popped up in your mind from this video, and let me know, because I'm always interested in what you guys think and how you guys are feeling when I create these videos, because it helps me create the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.